Hi friends, this is Anju. Hope you're doing great. Today we shall see how to make a delicious curry of horsegram sprouts. As we all know, sprouting improves the nutrient profile of all legumes. Horsegram has a lot of health benefits. It is rich in proteins and fibers, and consuming horsegram also helps reduce LDL, which is a bad cholesterol, and increase the HDL, which is a good cholesterol. The fiber in the horsegram helps to keep the digestive system active and detoxified. High protein content in horsegram provides energy and also helps to keep you fuller for longer. This in turn helps in weight loss. Horsegram also has antioxidants that nourish your skin and reduce chances of skin problems. Horsegram contains significant amounts of minerals like calcium, phosphorus, iron, etc. Consumption of horsegram also helps in healthy functioning of the liver, gallbladder, and also reduces the chances of kidney stones. I used to be aware of the benefits of horsegram and I have tried preparing it in several different ways, but I was never happy with the results. This is one recipe I fell in love with and thought I should definitely share with my YouTube family. So let us check out how to make this super healthy and delicious horsegram sprouts curry. For making horsegram sprouts curry, I have sprouted 1 cup of horsegram. I have washed and soaked 1 cup of horsegram for about 8 to 12 hours. I have then drained the water and had kept it in a big strainer with a moist cloth on top. It took about 2 days for the sprouts to reach this stage. My New Year resolution is to include more sprouts in my diet. So you can see that I have made some black chana sprouts also ready for consumption. To begin with, I am going to grind a few whole spices in my smallest grinder jar. I am using a small piece of cinnamon, 2 cloves, a small piece of mace, very tiny portion, and 2 cardamoms. I'm going to close the grinder jar, grind it and keep it ready. Now I'm heating my pan and adding around a tablespoon of virgin coconut oil. The oil is heated now and I'm adding in about half a teaspoon of mustard seeds. As it splutters, I'm also adding in about half a teaspoon of cumin seeds or jeera. Even shahi jeera tastes great in this recipe. I have run out of shahi jeera, so using cumin instead. Once it splutters, we shall add in 1.5 tablespoon of finely chopped ginger and garlic. Let us give it a mix. Now I am also adding in the ground spices. I'm just discarding the peel of the cardamoms. Allow the spices to fry lightly, giving a beautiful aroma. Make sure it doesn't get burnt. Give it a mix and let us add in 2 medium-sized onions chopped. I'm also adding in 2 to 3 sprigs of fresh curry leaves. Let us give it a mix. I'm also adding in 2 green chilies chopped. As the onion gets sauteed, we shall grind some ingredients in the smallest grinder jar which we used earlier. I have soaked a handful of nuts. I'm using a mix of walnuts and almonds today. If you don't like the taste of these, you may even use a handful of cashew nuts or a mix of nuts of your choice. I'm going to grind this to a paste. I'm scraping down the sides and also adding in 2 tablespoons of freshly grated coconut. I'm grinding it and keeping it aside. This is how it looks. I'll be adding in a little more water. Meanwhile, let's check on the onion. It has turned translucent. We shall add in the spices. I'm adding in half a teaspoon turmeric powder, a quarter of a teaspoon of black pepper powder, 1.5 teaspoon Kashmiri chili powder, 2.5 teaspoon coriander powder, 1.25 teaspoon powdered fennel seeds. I'm going to slightly roast the spices until the raw smell diminishes. I'm also adding in 1 large tomato chopped. Let us allow it to cook well. It has been around 2 minutes. The tomatoes are nice and soft. We shall add in the sprouted horsegram. Let us give it a good mix and allow the masala to coat the sprouts well. Let us add salt to taste. Let me give it a good mix. I am pouring in about 1.5 cups of water. I'm going to give it a mix and close the lid and allow it to cook for some time. Now the cooking time would depend on how soft you would want the horsegram to be. As it is sprouted, it can even be had without cooking. However, it could be slightly hard in texture and also a bit tough on your digestive system. You may cook it till it is tender. It is best not to overcook the sprouts. Once cooked, I am going to add in the ground mixture of nuts and coconut. I'm going to give it a mix. This is a vegan recipe. If you're someone who doesn't mind consuming dairy, you may even add fresh cream instead. I just washed down the grinder jar with some water to make sure that I don't waste any residue. Let us allow it to come to a boil. Now I am adding in half a teaspoon of garam masala. You may make slight adjustments to the quantity of spices according to your taste. Let it simmer for around 2 minutes. Now I am adding 1 teaspoon of jaggery. This is optional. Instead of jaggery, you may even add 5 to 6 raisins. The raisins could be soaked separately and ground along with the nuts and the coconut. Now for the finishing touch, I am adding in some freshly chopped coriander leaves. We shall give it a good mix and switch off the flame. So our super creamy, healthy and nourishing horsegram sprouts curry is ready to be enjoyed. This goes very well with millet rotis, chapati, puri or rice. It goes well with dosa too. So guys, hope you like this recipe. If you do, please like the video and don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. So until I see you with another recipe, keep smiling, cook and enjoy.